From RTV6, this is Friday Football Frenzy.
Yeah, Kevin, what a night. Start off with number 1 versus number 3 in Class 5A. New Pal hosting Cathedral. Irish in white. A little RPO for Orrin Edwards. That's a 5-yard touchdown. Cathedral's up 10-7 on the road at the break. Late third then. Still 10-7. Oh, here comes Charlie Spiegel. Watch some great blocking. Maybe one in the back there, but Spiegel goes for 50 yards, and New Pal retakes the lead at 14-10. The game really turns right here. Edwards finds Nathan McCahill, avoids a tackle, finally goes down, but not before Luke Canfield comes back, pops that ball out. Avon Jones recovers it. Spiegel added a short touchdown to make it 21-10, and then in the fourth, more from Spiegel. Look at the wheels. 64-yard score. 28-10 New Pal. Spiegel 4 touchdowns, 302 rushing yards as a team. New Pal advances 35-10. They improved to 12-0. And tell you who they play next here in just a bit. Oh, and a pick 6 as well. Good evening. It's the regional round of Friday Football Frenzy. Glad you're with us tonight. Crazy night where the stakes are raised and many times so is the play, including the MIC. Another week, another rematch of conference teams playing for the right to advance. Brad Brown, the story of Center Grove and Warren Central.
Week 1 of the regular season saw Warren defeat CG 21-14. Bigger stakes tonight, it would be the Trojans striking first. Taven Jackson finding Connor Delp for the touchdown. Extra point was off the upright, though, and it was just a 6-0 lead. Warren scored in the final minute of the first half. A long pass over the top to Marcus Brown got behind the defense, and the Warriors get the long TD. With the kick, they had a 7-6 halftime advantage. A huge storyline tonight was the return of Center Grove running back Carson Steele. Had been out the entire season with a foot injury. The second half, he showed why he is considered one of the state's best. A third-quarter touchdown run with 4 defenders on his back would give CG a 21-7 lead. Warren wasn't quite done. Quarterback Kobe Moore, calling his own number, gets to the outside, inside the pylon for that score. The Warriors were down by just 7. Center Grove's defense would have to step up late, and it was senior defensive end L.J. Weems coming up with one of the night's biggest sacks, enough to help the Trojans close out another regional championship. They're going back to semi-state with a 28-14 win.
Watch us come from, not so good of a start, and then coming back to win a regional game, and then be able to make it to semi-state, as well as the adversity coming back. I couldn't have been able to play again without them, so I just want to thank them very much for getting me here, and then we're going to take them all the way.
It's Center Grove's 8th regional championship in the last 9 years.
Love the hair on Carson as well. So that's one half of the South bracket in 6A. Boone County hosting the other half. In fact, busy night with 2A Western Boone also trying to advance. It's all a part of another edition of Dave's Home Video. Yeah, we're starting here in Zionsville tonight as they take on Ben Davis for the 6A Regional, but something else pretty special is happening here tonight. This, of course, is Mark James, lead announcer and anchor for the IndyCar Radio Network. His son here is also, they introduced the son to us here.
Defensive coordinator Evan. The resemblance is uncanny. I mean, the same height, the same build, and everything. But yeah, in his first year here in Zionsville.
They've got the broadcast along with the legendary Lance Shive here. But Evan won a sectional championship in Monrovia 10 years ago.
Yeah.
He's the DC here in Zionsville. Yeah. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Defensive coordinator, great family. Mark and Lance on the IHSA webcast tonight. Scoreless in the first. That changed, though, in the second. BD and White started running the Wildcat down in the red zone. Elijah Hassel, the 5-yard score. Third quarter on the goal line. Hassel again on the Wildcat. That's a 1-yard touch. And then in the fourth, same story. Big hole coming up here as Hassel, one of 4 touchdowns. Ben Davis advances 28-7. 10th-ranked Giants improved to 8-4. So next Friday, Ben Davis at Center Grove in the 6A semi-state. That's 4 touchdowns. Plenty to cheer about if you're a Western Boone this season. Heck, over the last couple seasons, really, how good have they been? Over the last 2 years, they won 26 of the 27 games. They won 10 in a row this year, and the defending 2A champs ready to go. Once again, the 2A regional championship against Heritage Christian. And Kevin Greger, a little leftover ice around some of the fields. I remember all these teams practice out in the snow and ice all week. Weebo in the Dark Uni's opening drive, toss sweep. Connor Hull finds one. Tough 7-yard score. Western Boone up 7-0. Heritage Christian with a chance here. Max Milton back to pass. What a play right here, though. One-handed pick. by Connor Hull. The one that just scored the touchdown. Look at the replay. One-handed grab. You kidding me? Weibo back in business. Ensuing drive. Spencer Wright, 1-yard score on the 4th down play. Western Boone advances 35-14. The Stars now 12-1. They get the winner of tomorrow's modern-day Triton Central game. Well, last night our Sports Extra spotlight on the Mount Vernon Marauders and the job head coach Mike Kirscher has done up there. Took over the program with roughly 40 kids or so in the team. Next year, they expect to have well over 100. Going for their first regional title tonight, but dealing with Ron Colley as well. The Rebels going for their 16th regional championship. And off to a good start. Rebels in white. Aiden Leffler here. The screen pass to Ryan Papandaria, and watch him go. Breaks tackles, finds the end zone, 24-yard score. Ron Colley up 9-7. Second quarter. Didn't see this coming at all. Deep ball. Garrick Sludiker. DeJuan Langston, 55-yard touchdown. Mount Vernon retakes the lead. Then, third quarter, Marauders trying to add to it. Keegan LaBelle on the goal line, fights his way in there. Mount Vernon wins their first ever football regional, 25-17. Now 11-2. They're at Evansville Memorial next week. A couple more teams playing up in Fort Wayne tonight. Back to Brad Brown.
Carmel's offense took mere seconds to make a statement tonight at Homestead. Dylan Downing with a quick burst, and then he takes off. A 67-yard touchdown had the Greyhounds off and running. Homestead would tie it up, but Carmel was simply the better team tonight. Before the end of the half, Christian Williams to Aiden Ellison, part of a 31-7 victory. Carmel will host Merrillville in the 6A semi-state. A few miles away, Bishop Chittard taking on Concordia Lutheran. Game was 14-all still in the first quarter when the Trojans got the first big play of the night. Dalen Taylor takes the toss, and the offensive line clears the way for him. A 71-yard run to the house for the touchdown, and the route would be on after that. Chittard wins on the road 56-28. The Trojans will play at Mishawaka Marion for the 3A semi-state. Brad Brown, Friday Football Frenzy.
Brad, thanks. The Lutheran tonight. Saints ranked number 1 in 1A, hosting North Vermilion. Lutheran in the dark unis. How about Marcus McFadden? Watch the cutback right there and score. 7-0 Saints. North Vermilion answered to tie it at 7, but Lutheran answers right back. Blake White finds Joe Fabian in the end zone. Saints retake the lead 14-7. And then in the second quarter, watch Jalen Elliott. He'll add to this. Top-ranked team in 1A. They're still playing. 56-21 the final. They host West Washington in semi-state next week. Back to 5A quickly. Bloomington South playing from behind as they host Floyd Central, but it's a strip sack for the Panthers. Ethan Hensley scoop and score. Bloomington South goes ahead for good. 40-14 the final. They're now 8-4. They go to New Pal next week for the 5A semi-state. A couple of the scores. Mentioned Memorial. They beat Mooresville tonight 17-14. So the Pioneers done at 10-3. Danville playing in Vincennes tonight. Warriors advance 35-14. They'll be home for the 3A semi-state next Friday.